Hello everyone, welcome to episode 2 of the Euroa Rally, and first job as usual is to make a nice cup of Yorkshire tea and get the day going. Once that's sorted we can get our gear on, get on the bikes and get over to the meet place. Let's go! Morning everybody, 18th of November, and here we are. We're lined up in Euroa. The farmers market's right up there in the background and they've got all the cars and bikes lined up here for a display, and we're going to be heading off soon up to Nagambie. I think we're going to today. It's going to be quite a long day. It's 85k to lunch and then it's another 65 I think back, so 150k all up today. Let's have a quick look round at the cars and bikes and then we'll get our gear on and we'll get going for the morning run.
1912.
So this rally is the 2023 RACV Veteran Car Club annual rally, and it's open to anything 1918 or earlier. So the youngest vehicles here of course are 105 years old, and there's plenty that are older than that, and this is just a selection of the ones that are lined up here. And there's a wide variety from cycle cars all the way up to big multi-cylinder machines. Very good to see. Now, motorcycles are invited to join them on their rally, which is very nice, so that's part of what we bring to it. Well, we'll have a look down the line up here and then we'll be ready to go.
Nagambie. That's right, yeah, Nagambie.
She doesn't move. You're put on yourself. Wow. Very clever.
Morning, Richard.
Good morning. A fine morning it is too.
Yes, lovely day for Yorkshire too.
I've already had...
There's two tracks. They're clearly marked for the tadpoles, and you'll turn left and go down Ackland Road. And the bigger cars, or if you're a tadpole and you want to get adventurous, which is fun, it's flat anyway, it's slightly longer, and you'll come down through Murchison and get to Nagambie. Now there's plenty of time, so the small cars can just take off in the next 10 to 15 minutes, because you'll get to Nagambie with an hour to spare before lunch anyway. So
With the briefing done, it was time to jump in the vehicles, get them started and off we go. The very clearly signposted route turned out to not be the case, and there was cars all over the place, and many of them, including us, ended up following the tadpoles course instead of the full course, because the full course just wasn't signed. Anyway, more of that later. We get waved off. I think that's the Mayor of Euroa, or the Mayoress of Euroa with the flag. She turned out to wave some of the cars off. Let's get gear up and get going. So up here's the junction where it was signposted left. What we didn't realise was that this was the Tadpoles run, and the main run we should have gone straight on, but there was no signs to say that, and with no route sheets we didn't know. So we ended up going this way along with most of the rally, and just up the road here we thought, what's going on? And we realised everybody had stopped because everybody was quite confused about what the route was supposed to be. Anyway, we're on the Tadpoles route now, we'll just carry on. Of course, doing the Tadpoles run, we'd ended up in Nagambie at about 11 AM, which was way too early for lunch. So we thought we'll go and find some fuel and we'll go and sit beside the lake for a while, have a look round the town. We're here at the fuel station in Nagambie. It appears we went the wrong way. We did the Tadpoles run by accident instead of the long run, which we were hoping to do, so we're here way early. So we'll have to go and get a coffee. But we've just filled the bikes up. Who's won the fuel challenge? 10.9 litres in total. Well, I've just filled both bikes up. Catrina 5.8, me 5.1. I guess she's buying lunch. Right, let's get the bikes going, get back into town, park them up and go find a coffee and a tasty lunch. Lake Nagambie was created in 1891 by damming the Goulburn River. It sits on the side of the town and it's a great spot to stop for a picnic if you're heading through. Yes, we've got carrot cake and coffee, that'll do. We're sat overlooking the lake here, and we'll just sit and enjoy this for half an hour and then we'll head up for lunch at the Historical Society. I think that's where we're joining it today, so all good. On holiday in Nagambie.
Perfect.
After relaxing at the lake for a while, it was back through Nagambie to the Historical Society where everybody was meeting for lunch. The Historical Society certainly put on a good spread for us and the food just kept coming. It was delicious. The sandwiches, cakes, slices. Catrina was in there. You're never going to beat Catrina to the buffet. A great lunch was had by everybody. This is no good. Lipton and Tetley. Only Enfield owners drink Tetley. Well, we've had a tasty lunch at the Nagambie Historical Society, which I'm looking at over there, and all the cars are parked behind me here across the road, so we'll have a look round and let's see if we can find a couple of interesting cars, and I'll try and explain what some of them are. Can we have a Sunbeam? And we'll have a look at a few of these. So we've got the Dion Bouton on the left there, Cadillac, a Briton, the Buick there, the light blue Buick. That's a Cole V8, which is quite a rare car, and the guy had loads of trouble. He had to make the conrods for that engine because you can't get them. A Royal Enfield car. Sorry, it's not a Royal Enfield, just an Enfield. It's an Enfield car. That belongs to the Wrights from
Bunkers Hill. Ford Model T, Ford Model T. There's always a few of those, and this is Stan Boney's Immaculate FN. I don't know how he managed to keep that, and of course that car did the Brisbane to Broome. So that's done some serious mileage. The Delage there with the aluminium polished body, and another Cadillac. And I think that's a BSA on the left. I'm not sure. Ford, Model T and LM, little micro car. An Overland. I know how to do the diffs on those. And then there's another Overland. Yes, they have a real funny bearing set up on the diffs, and they're notorious for breaking. If you've got an Overland that needs a diff, give me a shout.
Went a bit further after better climate.
1909 model. The 1907 Cadillac on the right there, and another Overland. There we are, 3 Overlands on the rally. Another Didi en Bouton. The Buick, very bright red Buick. Talbot 1905 Cadillac. An Itala, love that car, that gets along great, and that won the cold start competition if you remember from the rallies earlier. And finally a Napier. Well, that's it, that's the cars that are here. There's a few gone off to the fuel station, and I think a few of them have already headed off back to Euroa for the end of the day. So that's it, we're going to go and get our gear on, jump on the bikes and get out of here.
So as usual, I just run along, knock the Scott into low, it fires up, and off we go.
It's the fuel challenge.
We did.
6.1 litres.
Ah.
Can you fill my bike?
Oh, I can't fit any more in.
Oh,
Like no more in.
look at that.
What's that mean?
That means you used 6.1
Yep.
and I used 4.9.
Yes, I'll go pay.
See you at the ice cream shop.
And the ice cream shop was exactly where we headed from the fuel station.
That looks good. What have you got?
I can't decide. There's a rum and raisin. Looks like a tana.
Rum and
And then
raisin at the bottom.
mango.
Yep.
And vanilla bean.
Yep.
So it is posh. It's delicious. But you better eat it before it melts.
There we are. Cheers, everyone. Delicious.
Delicious.
Struggling on.
Hard.
Oh, that mango's good.
Well, after that, it was back to our accommodation to get the bikes oiled, oil the chains, check everything over and make sure they're okay, ready for tomorrow.
Looks shiny.
You reckon?
Yep.
So there's so much grease on my fingernails.
That's because you're a normal Scot girl.
Yeah. Great.
That'll do. Bike's done. We're going to load them up. And that is the pub, and that sells cold beer. Here we are this evening. It's the Euroa Butter Factory where we're having the dinner, and what a magnificent building it is. So this is the rally main dinner Saturday night. We'll go in there and let's find out what's going on, who's here, and we've been told to dress up, so yes, I even had to put a shirt on. Oh,
I said I need one for my husband.
a champagne for each
A
hand.
champagne for you. Thank you.
Cheers.
And what's in my other hand?
Cheers.
Cheers. What's in here? A tyre pressure gauge. That's what every girl needs.
That's what every Scot girl carries
That's
with
what
her
every Scot girl carries.
to a fine dinner.
There was a really good turnout, as you can see here, and the Euroa Butter Factory is a historic building, and what a great place it was to hold the dinner. Some magnificent architecture, and the way that they've transformed it and kept the old features was great to see. One of the club members is a confectioner, and they made some veteran car chocolates for everybody too.
Catrina, Sargent and Black. This is grease under my fingernail.
What's that for?
Golden Globe, Best Costume Design, Veteran Car Rally 2021.
We were all treated to a very nice dinner indeed, and then following the dinner, Darryl Meek kindly put together a presentation and talked about the history of one of the runs. I think it was the Sydney to Melbourne. It was very interesting and informative, and well done to Darryl and Fiona for putting that together for us all. Well, that's it. Join us next time for Sunday, which is episode 3 for this and the final one. And please remember, subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Thanks very much for watching.